Yo, call me a tweet the way I'm taking testicles. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Game Skits. Today, and only today, we are here to hear your weirdest, most unique, interesting Sonic takes. I want to take the Twitter to ask this because I was so tired of just seeing unpopular opinion, popular opinion, this and that I want to ask you weird questions that I think would be fun. So let's go see what answers you gave me. And of course, subscribe to your board, support the content if you want to see more videos like this, please. Let's start with Bendenity. So early Sonic had a lot of Dragon Ball influence because of Naka and Oshima being a fan of Dragon Ball. I'm sad this isn't seen as much reason because Izuka is not a DB fan. I agree with this for sure, as I was always a fan of Sonic feeling like an anime Dragon Ball character. He's always felt like a Goku to me in the earlier days, but I feel like they shifted away from that character archetype over the years, including the forms. You know, there's a big reason they don't want to have hyper forms and other forms anymore is just because they want to avoid the whole power scaling issue, which is good narratively, but you know, sometimes could be held back hype-wise. Radical Highway being used for Jim's snowboard cross was genius. What? I've never even fucking seen this. What the fuck? I missed when Sonic had more of a Knuckles attitude. I'm guessing this is just in relation to Sonic, you know, in the adventure era years where he had a bit more attitude, right? And obviously just that early era of that style. I don't know. Like, I think if anything, I prefer Knuckles being Knuckles and Sonic being a little bit more, you know, snarky, having that back and forth. But I don't know if I'd want to go back to attitude dickhead Sonic. I am more of a fan of him just making snarky remarks and, you know, sort of taunting his enemy. I like taunty Sonic. That to me is more of his style. I really like her and I don't think she's that annoying. You know what? I agree with you. Except, you know, that one shot with Eggman, which is weird, but that was Eggman's fault. Oh, this is really interesting. Maybe not a hot take, but realizing playing through Frontier Sonic really do be the Sigurd ancient burial site. So what, these rocks that are stacked together, what does it mean? In many cultures, the meaning of a stacked rock is used to honor ancients and mark sacred sites. Sometimes people use stones to mark where someone is buried or a sign of respect for gods and goddesses. Oh, that's fire. What the hell? Movie Sonic flossing instead of hitting the gritty makes me irrationally pissed off because I don't care if it was made a year later. I demand to see him hit the gritty. Hit the gritty, Movie Sonic. They should bring back the fangs. Now, yes, I agree with this, bro. Sonic with a fang is cooler. Please, Sega. Silver is one of the best and most interesting characters in the entire franchise, and most notoriety comes purely down to his debut in Sonic 06. If you could look past it, then he's a really cool dude. I agree with this, man. I think Silver has always been a cool character and was like almost set to be one of the big three in terms of the Hedgehogs, but because his intro is 06, it always felt like he got that short end of the stick. I like how Knuckles randomly has fingers in SA2. Ew, what the fuck? Wispangle is the best ship. It's the only ship. SA2 is better. No classics. You know which Sonic game is my favorite? The Cookie Run Kingdom X Sonic limited time event. I'm not even kidding. Everything about this Sonic cookie is superior in so many ways, and the gameplay was just moi. You know what, man? You enjoy your Sonic cookie. Who am I to stop you? I like to imagine Sonic and Shadow are brothers that act like they hate each other, but actually live for one another just because it's cute. You know, man? Honestly, yeah, I agree with this. World's biggest nitpick, but the white shine in Monster's eyes being on the bottom looks terrible. Literally every other major cartoon he says has the white shine on top of the iris. The Prime model does it right. Really? I didn't even realize that, so that the white shine on top is there, but here it's on the bottom. That is actually a little weird when you think. I never even thought of that. I'm actually annoyed that I know this now. I don't think Eggman has ever been done wrong in any adaptation, game or show. He's actually quite adaptable personality-wise. Like, yeah, he's always smart, but he can hold cold and calculate and hot-headed and vengeful and never feels like betrayal of the character. I agree. I would say Eggman is probably the most consistently written character in the series. I think it's a good idea to bring in well-known artist bands into the series. Kid Cudi and Kellen Kun were amazing, and I think it'd be hilarious and hype to see someone like Tyler, the Creator, doing a Knuckles rap. Honestly, I am 100% on board with this. You know, with how much of a banger Stars in the Skies is by Kid Cudi, how crazy Kellen Quinn was on those songs in Sonic Frontiers. I would love more artists to be on the Sonic train. You know what I mean? Like, keep that shit alive. You know, we had actually recently a Lil Uzi Verse song that sounds like a Titan theme. And I just think it would be cool to bring in more artists. Which ones would you like to see? And in general, give me your takes in the comments for sure. Sonic should have a multiverse game more akin to the game Spider-Man Shattered Dimension. So I think I know what you mean here, like to have a game where, you know, it talks about the different Sonics. I think the problem is that, like, Sega likes to believe it's one Sonic. I know there's technically a classic Sonic now too that runs around, but like, I think while this is a cool idea, you know, to have Saturday Morning Sonic and Prime Sonic and Movie Sonic, you know, all hang out in a movie or something, I feel like it's something they're trying to avoid right now, but I feel like will inevitably be a thing one day because, you know, that's just how marketing is. Infinite should still exist. No, I want to see Eggman covered in oil while twerking. Okay, I'm sure there's a website or two for that. A full child and guardian with... I know it would be Sega, please! Ooh, I think Sonic enjoys being chased by Amy. He could easily outrun her, but he stays at the same speed. Are they expecting us to believe that Amy's tied to be the fastest thing alive with Sonic? I like where your head's at. He's a little chasey chain. Nah, he knows what he's doing, bro, that bum little guy. Shadow is a huge Sanrio fan. I believe it. He'd buy some Hello Kitties. I wish Eraser Jin won and traversed into Sonic Sword like Shara warned might happen. I'd love to see him be a looming threat that Sonic and maybe Eggman had to occasionally butt heads with. Basically like Frieza. Okay, so you're saying having another ever looming threat slash character in there. I could see it. Eraser Jin was pretty scary, so I wouldn't mind if, you know, he showed up again in some capacity, but okay, I see where your head's at. Interesting. I theorized Stardust Speedway is meant to be the final level of CD, but got switched for whatever reason. You stop Metal, save Amy, and just leaves her while you run through Metallic Madness. Then Sonic goes back and saves her in the cutscene. This flows better if SS was the final level. I kind of agree with that, actually. I feel like Stardust Speedway feels like a very climactic level in Sonic CD, so it is kind of weird that Metallic Madness is sort of the last main level you go to afterwards. They should really make Movie Sonic look like more like Game Sonic in Movie 3 with longer spines and a darker blue, maybe 10 arms if they could make any sense. The movie, for some reason, would be Sonic literally just grew up. I agree with that. I've been a champion of this, that I hope that Movie 3 has a bit of a time skip, right? And that Sonic's quills grow a little bit and he gets, you know, a little bit of a darker shade of blue. Because I just feel like that would make sense if he's growing up, that his voice is going to change a bit and his look is going to change a little bit. I used to idolize Sonic so much as a kid that I used to run around in nothing but undies in my shoes because, you know, Sonic is naked. I stopped because a cute girl from school saw me doing this, and now I'm of the opinion that we need Sonic in gym to prevent incidents like this. What the fuck? What? Sonic needs to kiss more humans? Okay, you know, that's a take. Sonic is from the South Island, aka he is Caribbean. Sonic is Puerto Rican and Eggman is Dominican. That's why they hate each other. What the fuck? I love the goofy slapstick style Sonic the Fighters and would love to see it again in a future game. I agree, bro. The Sonic the Fighters has so much charm to it for the little fighting game it is that I would love to see something like that again, man. Sonic would totally rock Jordan Air Jordan 1s. Yes, factually, please, bro. Damn, Shadow should have never returned. Keep him in SA2. Now, it's funny because originally the plan was to have Shadow be a one and done character, but he was so popular that not only did they give him his own game, but they've kept him ever since. All of Sonic's fans collectively think he's lying about the events of Black Knight and Secret Rings, or think it was a dream. You know what? That'd be hilarious if someone was like, guys, I fought a genie in a lamp, and they're like, go to bed, Sonic, please. Sonic is the most relatable character ever because he has no father figure. He's just like me, for real, for real. I can relate to this, and I agree. I want more characters to get their own spin-offs, focus on them. Like, I'd 100% play a game focus on Blaze, Amy, or Silver, etc. I agree, man. More character-specific spin-offs would be fire. It's like a matter of just growth and budget, you know, because games today are so expensive, and there's such a risk that unless you are, like, doing a small project of some kind, that this is almost like an impossibility. So it is most likely that they're going to be player 2s or 3s down the line. Since I played Unleashed as a kid, I always obsessed over how Alaska igloos should not be that small. Literally, how is a family supposed to fit in there, let alone live in there? Listen, man, as a Canadian, it's possible. Sonic is an introvert. Just look at Japanese Sonic X. He chooses to spend his downtime by himself and goes off to do his own thing. Even rarely interacts with others. He's rather quiet when alone, but when he's around others, he comes to life. Being alone is just his recharge time. You know what's funny is I can kind of understand this, and I actually kind of relate to this. You know, when I'm on my own chilling, you know, I am kind of like quiet and just, you know, playing whatever game I'm doing or doing whatever in like my own silence, right? But as soon as I'm with people, whether it's with people like physically or online, right, I'm like, you get me, you know, the me that's, you know, yelling about going crazy. So I can kind of understand this thought slash retro, like not retrospective, but thought about Sonic. There's gonna be a canon event where every Sonic character sees Rule 34 of themselves, then they fucking jump out of the screen and start a war. So basically that one clip in the final Sonic shorts on Sonic Paradox, I don't even know if it's a take since I went way off track. What the fuck? Well, everybody, what are your Sonic takes slash ideas slash thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, I'll see you all next time. Peace out.